So I'll move on now and talk a little bit about the implementation. So this is where it's really over to the landholders to implement that chosen eligible activity that they've said they are going to implement in the commitment to implement document right at the start of the project. So there's a list of 12 or 13 eligible activities in the method. The list I've got on the screen here are some of the most common ones that we see across our project portfolio at the moment. So things like altering stocking rates, which is essentially shifting your grazing management regime, pasture renovation, that might be sowing diverse multi-species pasture mix into your soils, and things like addressing nutrient deficiencies in soil through application of synthetic or non-synthetic nutrients. So that could be something like adding compost to your project area. Probably the important call out here is that all of these activities are really standard agricultural practices. So in terms of meeting the requirements to be doing something new or materially different, we need to be, as I said at the outset, really finding something in there where we're changing that frequency, duration, or intensity of one of these activities to satisfy the additionality requirements under the methodology. It is also important to note here that record keeping at this point is quite important. So we do need to know what you have done on that project area in terms of implementing these activities. So, for example, if you've chosen altering the stocking rate as your eligible activity, we need to know what that cattle mob rotation is throughout your paddocks, as an example. And the images I've got on the screen there are some of the really exciting work we're doing with Ceres tag under tags for tons. It basically tracking cattle movements through properties and through paddocks on an individual property through satellite enabled ear tags in the cattle. So really cool initiative within the company to really assist us in that record keeping component. At a more simple level, if you are adding compost as an eligible activity, as an example, we need to know the quantities that are applied and where they've been applied across the project areas. So it is important to keep those records. We do need those when we come to the crediting side of these projects. And the other thing to flag there to our customer success team, we'll be checking in with you quarterly on these projects, just checking in on that implementation. How's it going? How much have you implemented? Is there anything we can assist with and any support we can give you as you go through these projects to make sure that implementation is successful and ultimately leading to project success.